guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. You see the subscription button right there at the bottom of the screen. We're going to get right into this topic because a lot of you guys don't realize that this is what it's about. You versus you is harder than them versus you. And you may be asking me like, well, Jasper, what does that mean? What do you mean you versus you is harder than them versus you? All right, let me break that down. In your life, you're so focused on pleasing people and making other people happy, whether it's your mom or it's your parents and, you know, your family, your friends. You're so focused on making other people happy that you don't fall back and make yourself happy. A lot of us don't learn how to do this until our later years. Many of us started in our teenager years, like me. I started discovering myself and who I am and started solely thinking for me, regardless of my family or my friends or what they thought about me. And I learned, you know, it's one thing that I'm putting in my book. You know, I have a whole topic called You versus You is harder than them versus you. Because a lot of us don't really know who we are and what we want. We're just born into environments and places and sharing experiences with family and friends. And I always tell people in my book that I'm breaking down too, the self-experience is different than the whole experience. Like, let me give you guys a quick example. Let's say you go on vacation with your family. You have a sister, brother, uncle, auntie, it don't matter. Whatever it is, a road trip or anything of that nature. And you was young or whatever. Yeah, you may have that experience with your family, but you might not experience that same experience as your family. Meaning that your family members might have had a great time at that one event that you went as a child or whatever, but you might have had a horrible time. You might not enjoyed it. You might have been a black sheep. Your you experience is different for everyone. And I always tell people that just because you experience stuff with your wife and your kids and you thinking that everybody's happy and you happy today, don't mean your son is happy at Six Flags. Don't mean your wife is happy. So, you know, you versus you is harder than them versus you. You need to realize that. You also should stop, I'm not saying don't really care about what people think about you, but I think that you should start caring about what you think about you. A lot of us don't fall back and do that. We have a tendency to care about what the world thinks about us. Like, you know, I give you guys a true example, man, like true story. No lie on this live. I told people that I was going to build an international company called Black Knowledge, and I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to educate, I'm going to motivate and inspire people about people of color worldwide. And when I said that, people, you know, that's an elevator pitch to put that out there. When I said that, people was like, oh, wow, that's cool, that's great. Or they don't really believe in your dream. You have to show them your vision. You have to show them that, you know, I am who I am and I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. See, a lot of people aren't going to believe in you. So you really can't worry about them. You have to worry about yourself. I still built an international company, and now I see hablo poquito español, falo poco de Portuguese, and je parle français. So, you know, I not only elevated, I was able to make my company go international and actually global and actually make international sales. So if I could do it, you could do it. And that's how I know you versus you is harder than them versus you. Because we all have, you know, I'm not a perfect man. You know what I'm saying? I have water right here, and I also have a Coca-Cola right here. You know, I don't walk around screaming, you know, Team Alkaline, you know, if you drink Coca-Cola, you're going to die and rot in hell and all that. I mean, of course, it's poison, but I'm still human, too, and I'm still flawed as well. And, you know, I'm not perfect, and I always try to tell you guys that the reason why you're not blowing up or, you know, your company isn't whatever because you're trying to show the world a fake version of you. You need to show the world the real you. You. Don't be on the internet trying to front and showboat and have your hair a certain way and all that. Y'all get Jasper. You feel me? I'll be real with y'all. Like, y'all know me. And that's when you start to really discover self. When you really start to explore who you are and what you want. You can't worry about them because they're going to say whatever anyways. They're going to say, oh, you talk about, oh, you know, like, for example, I get bashed because I actually don't really care about interracial relationships. Well, how do you feel? Black knowledge, you promote black women and black love. Yeah, and black unity, yeah. But that don't mean I hate white people, nor do I go around telling black people that you can't date white people. Nor do I go around telling black men and women that you can't help people advance if you date outside your race. You need to get some emotional maturity, you feel me? Let's quit walking around with this hatred towards the other races because other people choose to date outside the race. My activism is different than most people. It's different. I have an international, global perspective on things. You know, that's why I said this is my you versus you. It's harder than them versus you. See, my you versus you is harder than you versus you. You know. But we all have similar battles. Like many of us, you know, are not the best or smartest person when it comes to financial literacy. Some of us are not the smartest person when it comes to nutritional literacy. It's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or make you feel like you're not smart enough. It's just that you have to educate yourself. You have to become a better version of yourself. There's things that you need to do in your life. That's why I tell people you versus you is harder than them versus you. I can sit here and talk to you all day about what you can do and what you need to do and all this, but what you got to do is fall back and listen to the one person that matters the most, and that's you. You need to go in that mirror and have a tough conversation like this and say, yo, dog, what am I doing? Yo, homie. Like, some of you guys haven't really discovered who you are, and you kind of sleeping on yourself a little bit. You want to say that it's the coronavirus. You want to say that the world is sleeping on me. And really, in reality, you're sleeping on yourself because you're not using YouTube effectively. You're not using Instagram effectively. You're not taking time out of your week or your day to work on your entrepreneurship journey. You can't blame nobody for that. That's all you. You feel me? Don't get mad at me because you see me catching followers and I'm growing. I'm building content right now while I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna save this video and upload it to the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna have content. I'm not on YouTube watching YouTube. I'm building on YouTube. I'm doing both. You feel me? Like, you have to do both. Don't be sitting here writing down. You know, I used to do that. I tell people, I got my notepad right here. I used to get on Google and how to do this, how to do that. There's nothing wrong with educating, but you have to take action. You versus you is harder than them versus you. Realize that. You versus you is harder than them versus you. And don't get so wrapped up about what they think. You need to worry about what you think. A lot of you guys are not really being real with yourself. There's so much growth that you got to do within yourself. You don't even know your favorite music. You don't even know what you like to do by yourself because you're so wrapped up around other people and your friends and family that you never actually spent a whole week alone on planet Earth with no contact with nobody. You don't know what it's like to be alone, truly alone. I tell people you should go, I always tell every human you should get a hotel room in the city that you've never been by yourself for 3 days. That Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday, and you leave that Sunday back home. Arrive that Monday. You need to do that in a random city that you always wanted to go to by yourself. I know that it's hard and you're afraid to break through new barriers, but you need to become a better version of yourself in order for you to advance. See, a lot of people want to do boss shit, but you don't have boss qualities. Y'all know I like to be real at 100. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You can get boss status. Like, I wake up, I have a routine in my life. You feel me? I'm creating content with you guys. I'm being consistent. You feel me? You have to create daily, consistent routines to help you advance. I got multiple stuff going on. You know, guys know I do spoken word poetry. I'm a business mentor. I'm a YouTube creator. I'm an influencer on Instagram. I'm a TikToker. It's so much going on with Black Knowledge, including myself. And I'm doing a lot of traveling in between. You know, it's so much that you got to balance out here that you can't really be worried about what they say about you, because they're going to talk anyways. You got to understand that there are people that hope you fall down every day, no matter what. And there's people like me that hope you stay up on your feet every day. Just realize that. You have, like, people hate on you because you living your best life. There's people hating on you because you're not suffering like they expected you to. Trust me, these are things that I learned. There are people hating on you for the wrong reasons, for no reason. You feel me? People are mad at you and upset with you because you happy with yourself and following your dreams. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about those miserable people because they having a fight with themselves. The internal war is so harder than the external war. And that's why I wanted to go live and talk about you versus you specifically, because you guys haven't fell back and fell in love with the one person that matters the most, and that's you. I've been there. You have to take the time to learn yourself. You need to be real with yourself. Those health issues that you're having is because you're not drinking enough water and you're not exercising. Your sex life's trash because you're not exercising. Your stamina level sucks. I'm being real. Your financial literacy level is low because you don't read anything about finance. You don't know nothing about banking. You don't know anything about nutritional literacy. You can't tell me shit about a superfood or avocado. You don't know anything. You need to educate yourself. You need to do better. You know, and I'm gonna leave that one. This is gonna be the first video. You know, you versus you is harder than them versus you.